This is in pieces. You wanna know why? Stay tuned. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something seems different. Hey guys, real quick, merch is available right now. Hartung Family Farms merch at hartungfamilyfarms.com. You can get ball caps, winter caps, t-shirts, sweatshirts of Hartung Family Farms merchandise. It's only available for 3 weeks, guys. You gotta get it while the getting's hot. So again, hartungfamilyfarms.com. And with every single order, guys, you're gonna have a handwritten note from myself or from Chrislyn. So be sure to get it while you can. Oh, that's what it is. We swept the concrete. Oh yeah, that's what it was. All right, in all seriousness, guys, we got a new bin, a new wet bin that was raised in the last couple of days. So I was supposed to be up here for the last couple of days. I was supposed to be taking a couple of days off from work up here at the farm, but long story short, a couple people got sick and I had to fill in for them at a field site. So I was out in Chicago for the last couple of days. So I got to miss the bin raising. I got to miss helping out with the corn head. So I figured I'd do a quick little video for you guys to catch you up on everything that's happened. Let me lay it out for you. 3 years ago, we had a bin that was broken. Basically, we had some wet corn hanging up, and when you have a bin, it's really fragile. You have to fill it evenly, and if you don't fill it evenly, it has the chance to topple over. So we had some wet corn. It was a really bad year, and we had some corn hang up on the walls, and we didn't know that, and we took a couple more rings out of it, and eventually it just crinkled a little bit. And over time, we used the crinkled bin for a couple years, as you guys know. And last fall, towards the end of harvest, we could just see the bin just leaning and leading even more. So we were like, we made the decision, we need to get that bin fixed. So we made the decision to get a new one. And so what we did with our old one, we took a couple rings down, almost to the broken part. We picked up the old piece, which maybe it might be still sitting over here. I guess I can't see. But we picked the old top piece, which is about 3 rings, and the roof, and it is not here anymore. So I'll go over and see it actually shortly. Oh, I can see it right there. There it is. So we picked the top couple rings right there, picked that up, and then we moved it over to that bin. So when we picked it up, we replaced the couple rings around the outside that was broken, and now it's a brand new bin over there. So we'll go take a look at it. But we left this with a concrete pad, so we decided to we were left with the dilemma of keeping the current 24-foot concrete, so 25 actually, I believe, or do we break the concrete and make it bigger and put a bigger wet bin? So we were kind of conflicted with this. Pat and I were kind of leaning on the side of the way we went, and then the 2 boys were on the side of build it bigger. But here's the reason why we decided to keep with the same diameter bin and just build it 2 rings bigger. Oh, and we got a ladder too. That's a first. Oh, I'm really excited about that. Now we gotta walk up top. Sorry, that I just got all giddy. Don't you just love new bins? Hope this ladder's fastened. Ah, boo! Who only half does a ladder? So we decided to keep the 24-foot diameter as opposed to going like with a 27. Biggest reason is cost, and the second big reason is our wet tank isn't a massive holdup in our operation right now. So for example, this bin holds approximately 12,000 bushels, give or take. I'm not quite sure on that. Our dryer can take 5 points out, so it can dry down the moisture from 21 to 16. It can do that in about 1,000 bushels an hour. If we let this dryer run all night and all day, so 24 hours, we can take 5 points out of corn, or realistically, let's just do 8 points, which is about 800 bushel an hour. 8 times 24 is, math, almost 20,000 bushels. So in a really good day, our combines can do about 3,500 bushels an hour. So we basically need 3.5 trucks leaving every day. Guys, the more I got thinking about this, the more I realized that 3,500 is not a realistic number. So if we are right next to the farm, we got straight going half-mile long rows with good 200 bushel corn, yeah, that's probably a good number with our both combines. But by the time you factor in our small fields, our hilly fields that we cannot go more than really 3 mile an hour, our moving fields because we got small fields, it really isn't as efficient as 3,500 bushel an hour. It's really closer to probably, honestly, 2,000, 2,200 bushels an hour, something like that. So maybe 2,500 bushels an hour, but either way. And 10 hours a day for harvesting is, again, ideal. It's never really that case because we got moving fields and whatnot. So, I mean, and we got chores to do in the morning. So we typically don't get started harvesting till 10, 11 o'clock in the morning max. And then we stop for lunch, stop for dinner because family time is important. We quit usually sometime around 10 o'clock or so. So that is, like I said, at most 12 hours, but more realistic, 9 or 10. So when you got, let's just say 2,000 bushels an hour at 10 hours a day, that's really good, I'd say. That's 20,000 bushels an hour. That is right at our drying capacity. So that is why we decided to stay with our wet bin and our wet bin diameter and just increase the rings to give us a little bit more. We figured we would rather save the money right now, build this 2 rings higher, as opposed to gutting it and redoing it all. Because if we do become shorter, it's a real easy limiting factor to change would be to get another dryer, to put another stack on this tower dryer that we got right now. That's a big reason why we went with the tower dryer, is because it's really easy to add on to it. So you can kind of see right there, all we'd have to do is just put another stack on there, put another burner. And half the time we only really run one burner, so we could really optimize it right now. So we just didn't think it was necessary to gut our good concrete, gut it, and put a 27 foot. So right now we decided to go with an 11 ring, 24 foot wet bin. And you can kind of see it's got 3 indicators on there. And some other upgrades that we'll do to it, instead of an auger that goes out the bottom, we're actually gonna have a conveyor. So you can kind of see it's all concrete right now. What we're gonna do is we have that conveyor that's sitting in the shop. All for the YouTube. This conveyor right here, I'm regretting this decision. 30 seconds of running for 2 seconds a clip. That conveyor will go right here and it'll be a drag out the side right into the leg. Before, with an auger, when you have wet corn, it's really easy to damage with an auger. When you have an auger transition here, auger transition here, auger transition there. When you have multiple auger transmissions, you just get more and more damaged corn, and that adds up at the elevator. So we figure if we can do a drag, eliminate those auger transitions. Those of you guys who don't know, an auger is a spinning shaft with flights on there that spin this way, and the flights push the grain. Where a drag literally just has, here's a drag. A drag just uses a little plates that just slide up and move grain. Where an auger right here, it's just a tube and a shaft with flights that as it spins, it moves grain upward. But that grinds more grain than a drag. So we decided to go with a drag on our wet bin to help save on our damage. So that's another nice upgrade. So when we put our drag in here, you can kind of see where it's going to point. When we put our drag in here, then we'll put our floor, and then we'll add air to this, because you always want to have air on a wet bin. When I say air, it's just big fans that pushes air from the outside up through the grain and up, just to help keep it cool. So yeah, we have some really big upgrades this year before harvest, guys. And let's go take a look, because Combine's got some good work done to it too as well. Are we chopping right now? I just saw a chopper box go by. I wonder why nobody was around. Usually they're around by now. We might be chopping. I'm gonna have to go out back. But anyway, so as you guys can kind of see, our corn head is in pieces right now. I talked about it before, but it's really nice now that we got all the snouts off and the row units basically tore apart. You can really see what we're really working with. These are our old deck plates. You can kind of see. Got this nice little reinforced rod, and it's a really shallow, narrow opening. These are the new deck plates. Wide opening. Not a reinforced deck plate, but it's got a bevel to help kind of catch corn. So we're putting new deck plates on our corn head, and we're also putting new end fenders with roller cones on there to help with down corn. So we're hoping this corn head is going to be an absolute brand new corn head and a beast of a unit. That's, cross the fingers at least, that's the hope. So you can kind of see we're going through the entire row units right now. We're checking gearbox oils, we're checking chain tensions, we're checking bearings, we're sharpening our snapping rolls. I really wish we would have gotten new snapping rolls, hint hint, Yield 360, but we didn't for this year. But I think next year we're really going to look at getting new snapping rolls, because in my opinion these snapping rolls don't do as good of a job as something like Yield 360 would. But we are taking an angle grinder and grinding these a little bit sharper. You can kind of see this already been ground. She's sharp. So we are going to be grinding these down, and hopefully we are putting a lot of work into this corn head this year to hopefully make it a much better corn head to handle our down corn. But we have a lot going on, guys. A lot is happening before harvest. And I need to get back up here. I'm actually going on a bachelor party this weekend down in Missouri. You guys will probably see a little bit of that. I'm taking the camera with. But when I come back, we gotta get all the radios and the harvesting equipment, gotta get them back in the combine. Gotta get this drag put together so we can put that in the wet bin, so we can have our wet bin going, because we're gonna be harvesting by next week. Guarantee you that. It is September 24th right now. It's Thursday, so it's almost go time, guys. There are people in the fields right now, and we are going to be doing earage in the next couple of days. And by the time earage is done, gives us a couple of days of downtime to wrap up everything around here. And then corn's going to be ready for a couple of days. We're going to knock out our down corn, and then we're going to be moving on to beans. So let's go ahead and hop in the four-wheeler and go check out some stuff. Anybody want some gently used deck plates for a Geringhoff North Star and some old conveyor chains? Let me know. You probably don't want the conveyor chains, but the deck plates are decent. If you need some replacements. I'm gonna hop in the truck just because the four-wheeler probably has a flat tire. By the way, I'm guessing we are chopping right now. I don't have my seatbelt on because I'm literally going right across the street. But I think we are chopping right now because I don't see our chopper or our chopper truck or our chopper wagons. So let's go back there and take a look. But look at that unit. Ow, ow! The new bin, I guess the old wet bin, new bin next door is set. So this is our old wet bin. It is a 20-foot diameter 9 ring. So it's about 10,000 bushel, 9,000 bushel, somewhere around there. So this thing is going to be eventually hooked up on our bean hub. Because you can see we have our ladder right here, or we have our leg right here with just the one pipe going to the harvest store. Eventually we're gonna have a pipe down to that one, down to that one, down to that one, and down to this one. So we're gonna have about 50,000 in storage. No, I do not know exactly what we're gonna do with this harvest store. Yes, we are going to fill it this year. Cross your fingers. This is what our old wet bin became. There's the fan duct we're gonna have. You can kind of see all those drill holes. Echo! So all those drill holes, that's where the floor is gonna be. It's about a foot higher. We'll have a cross auger that unloads right here. And we also have a fan duct right there. So yeah, pretty neat. Now let's go check out where those chopper trucks are going. Yes, we still have our grain carts are not hooked up yet. They're actually still sitting in that shed right there. And we still do have quite a bit of green corn. But we also have quite a bit of corn that's probably 25, 26% right now. So I see our bagger hooked up right here. So we're chopping something here. I don't know if it's silage or what it is, but I'm not sure. By the way, we got our skid loader tire fixed. I'll show you here soon. But yeah, well, obviously we're chopping somewhere because, I mean, it's that time of year. So our chopper boxes, chopper, doesn't surprise me that's not here. But let's go see if this chopper's even turned on. There's our skid loader. You can kind of see the new tire we got. Right there. Also, how's this new mic going? You guys like it? What do you guys think? They're doing earage. This is earage here. Yeah, so this is our first earage bag. So apparently we're chopping earage. That tractor's running. We are chopping earage right now. Gosh, I really wish I would have been here this week. But work is work. But it still kind of stinks. Anyway, so yeah, we are chopping earage with the 50U88 on the bagger, and I'm guessing there's probably a couple they've dumped in the pit. I think we're chopping over at Kuhnau's because I saw the chopper truck that came here. I saw it coming from over by the Kuhnau farm. Either way, I can't stay long because I haven't seen my wife I've only seen my wife 8 days out of the last 3 months. So yeah, that kind of does stink, but you know what? I gotta keep her happy because she keeps me happy. Yeah, here's where that chopper truck unloaded, right there. Either way, I need to head north, guys. I will be back on the farm next Monday. I am behind on video, so I do apologize for that, but I will be getting caught up real soon. I can promise you that, because harvest is just around the corner, and it's gonna be awesome, guys. We got a lot of surprises coming, and it's gonna be fun. Oh my gosh, it's bumpy. And for those of you, I do apologize. For those of you guys who do not know me, my name is Ron Schrader, not Ron Hartung. I am the nephew of the owner of this farm, Pat Hartung, Hartung Family Farms. And you'll see my dad, my cousins, and occasionally Pat on the channel as well. And if you guys want, since we aren't quite there for Harvest 2020 yet, I have a playlist for the last 2 harvests. I'll kind of link them right here, Harvest 19 and Harvest 2018. You guys should check them out. Really cool stuff. It's actually kind of interesting to see how my video progression has gone. Oh, I didn't realize this. This is what we're doing. Roller cones on our Geringhoff. It still does let it fold, but it allows, as corn, if corn's leaning right here, this auger's spinning that as it comes up, instead of being snapped down and we're losing our ears, it gets kind of pulled in by this auger and snaps it down right there. So we save it. So this thing, we haven't calculated it out, but this thing cost us like a $5,000–$6,000 upgrade to get these, but we think it will save at least that. And we're still able to fold, so that is nice. Also, here's a little bit of time-lapse footage that Nathan got from way up on top of there. Hope you guys enjoy it.
I'm too fat for this.
Either way, I gotta get moving. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, it would really mean a lot if you would hit that like button. And comment if you guys don't mind while you're down there. And subscribe, it's right next to the like button. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And of course, guys, as always, ta-ta for now. By the way, we are chopping earage right now. It's September 24th and it's like the earliest we've ever chopped. Woo! It's awesome.